expressions is an area we have been wanted to consider and also to discuss in 1 or 2 or 3 areas about factorization and expansion. Is a Form 1 chapter, and we want to work on it at this time. So welcome as we go through our chosen examples to shed our light in the concepts which we need to remember as we go along in solving these problems. Now these skills are very helpful. You shall use them in Form 1 and all the way even to our KCA exams. We need them. So I thought it good we have them along, much more even as we work on preparing for our exams. Let's take the first example, and in this example we are told to simplify, and this is the expression x plus 2 over 2 minus 2x minus 1 over 3 minus x plus 1 over 5. Now to solve this problem, of course the first thing is to get the LCM. The LCM of the 2, 3 and 5. So the LCM of 2, 3 and 5 is 30. So the LCM here is 30. Now this is more of a fraction. So the first thing to do is to do away with the fraction so that you may not solve it. And the way you do it is to multiply through by the LCM. Not really, not multiplying through by the LCM, but you need to, to get the LCM. So our LCM is 30. So get this one divide by 30 divided by 2, you get 15. So you have 15, you multiply that 15 times x plus 2. So you have 15 into x plus 2. That's the first bit. Now the second one is we are subtracting. Now take this one, divide by this one. You have 30 divided by 3, 10. So it's 10 times this one, and this is 2x minus 1. Right. Good, you put them in brackets first. Now the third one will be 30 divided by 5, you get 6. So this one is minus. Okay, 30 divided by 5 is 6. So 6 times this one. So it's 6 times x minus, plus 1. That step is very crucial. I would have that when we get to such levels, just have this in brackets first, right? Have them in brackets so that now from there you can work out them. So now this one becomes, you can now open the brackets, becomes 15x, right, plus 30. Good. Now let's come here. This will be minus 20x minus 20x, right? This one and this one. Then this one and this one becomes plus 10. Why plus 10? Because it was a negative 10 and a negative 1. A negative number and a negative number, you get a positive number. Now the other one is minus 6x minus 6x. Then this one and this one, positive 6 and a negative 6 and a positive 1 will give us minus 6. No, plus 6. No, not really. It should be minus 6 because it's a negative and a positive. Then all this one is over that. Now from there, we group the like terms together, and this is 15x, right, minus 20x, right, minus 6x, then plus 30 plus 10 plus 30 plus 10, then minus 6. And this one is all over 30. Now you get 15 minus 15x minus 20 becomes negative 5. Then negative 5 minus 6x becomes negative 11x. Then this is 40 minus 6 becomes positive 34. All over 30. And so at this point, we can say that at this point we can say that we have worked on it. And simply this, because it's a negative, you can also express it as 34 minus 11x all over 30. So this is the farthest we can go, and that becomes our answer. Thank you. And example, it's more of the same, or just as the first one we have done. And simply what we need also to cover here is to see on the modalities of how to go about this one without making those simple mistakes. So now in solving this problem, we have 12, 8 and 8. So what is our LCM? Our LCM is 24, right? LCM is 24. So let's get now to the working. So this is 24. So this one divided by 12 is 2 times this one, we get 2x, or else if you like 2 into x, plus this one divided by this one is 3. So you have plus 3 into x minus 2, right? This one divided by this one is 3. So this is minus 3 into x plus 3. This is 3. This one divided by this one is 3. So 3 times this. So you say it's a minus, then 3 times everything there. Now, let's now move on to opening the brackets. So this one becomes 2x, okay, plus this one becomes 3x minus 6. 3x minus 6. Then this one becomes minus 3x, right, minus 9. All over, this is 24. Right. Now from there, we group the like terms together. This is 2x plus 3x minus 3x. Good. 2x, 3x minus 3x. And we have minus 6 and minus 9. And all this one over 24. So 3x minus 3x done. So you shall have, this should be 2x, then minus 6 minus 9 comes minus 15 over 24. Over 24. I think that is the farthest we can go. So that one becomes our answer. Thank you for your time. Factorization is a section of these algebraic expressions. It's a Form 1 subtopic. And so it deals with taking out the common terms or the common factors in expressions like this one. So I want us to shed more light on it, to see how you practically solve problems involving factorization. Now we are taught to factorize 5p minus 30qp. So what is common? Let's factorize. So you have this one. This is it. It's 5p minus 30qp. So we see what is common. 5 is common in both of these, because this is 5. This is 5 times 6. Like that. Okay, p is here and also p is here. So because 5 and p are common, so you can say 5p, right? Then we shall have here this what? 1 minus 6. 1 minus 6q, right? So that, if you can reopen it, you shall have 5p times 1, you shall get 5p. Then 5p times 6q shall be 30qp. 30qp. So that one, this one becomes our answer. We have factorized. We have introduced brackets. We have factored out 5p because it was common here and also common there. And that is factorization. Right? Thank you. Now, this third one, we are still dealing with factorization. We have 4ax plus 6ay minus 4bx minus 6by. Right, now we are interested in getting what is common. What is common in this? So you can consider this one and then this one separately. So what is common here? You know that 2 is common in this. A is common, okay? Because they say there is A, right? Okay, can't say y is common because we do not have y. So we can say here 2a is common. So 2a, then we shall have here 2x. So that if you get 2a and 2x, we shall get 4, then ax, right? plus, okay, here we shall have 3y. Good. 3y. So that you can get 6ay. Fine. What is common? B is common, sure. And also 2 is common. So you can say minus 2b into, right, 2x, that you can have 4bx, then plus, so that if you get this positive and negative, shall give us a negative. Now if you mistakenly put a negative here, it shall mean that you want to get a negative, because negative and negative will give a positive. So it should be a positive, then 3y, good, 3y, so that you can have 6by. Now you find that this is 2x plus 3 and this is 2x plus 3. So this one and this one are one and the same thing. It's one and the same thing. So that means what? If it happens to be this way, what you do, you combine the first one and this one. You combine these two, so that will be 2a minus 2b. Good. 2a minus 2b. And then, because these are two common things, you just pick one. Just pick one. You shall have 2x plus 3y. 2x plus 3y. And then you see that 2 is also common in this one. So you can still factor out 2 into a minus b, then times 2x plus 3y. 2x plus 3y. So you factor out, you have this one and this one. Take this one and this one, combine them. Then of these two, pick one. And then from there, you can also factor out 2. And then you'll have this one as your final answer. It is very correct. Thank you. In our fifth example, we are to use now factorization to simplify this expression. Now, this is now application of the factorization which we have learned. So in this area, to solve it, you have to factorize first, and then we have, this is x squared plus 6x over x plus 6. Now let's see. Now to factorize this, we have what is common in this both. X is common, so you can factorize x into x plus 6 over x plus 6. Actually it is over, because now by x plus 6 is 1, by x plus 6 is 1. So you have our answer is x. The answer becomes x. So simply factorize x. No, simplify it. Factorize x. Shall get x plus 6 on the numerator, and then you shall have here also x plus 6. On this one and this one do away, and we get the value, our answer is x. Yeah, that's how you work it out. Thank you. Example, and these are fifth example. In this sixth example, we are still in the application of factorization in simplified expressions. Now let's see how you deal with such problem. Now in simplifying this one, we shall get to factorize this, the numerator, and also factorize the denominator if possible, and then compare the two. Whatever cancels out, then you are to the answer. Now let's see. In factorizing this one, we check what is common here. X is common, so we shall have x into, so this shall be x into a minus 3, right? Then in this other one, b is common, so we can have minus b into, okay, a, and then here we have to put a negative 3, so that this negative and negative can give us a positive, so that you can have minus b here, right? And then minus b and minus 3, you get a positive 3b. Now this one we are dividing with by a minus 3. Now from there we have to pick this and this, and since this one and this one is common, we pick one of them. So this one is x minus b times a minus 3 is one of this, then you divided by a minus 3. So See, this one is common, so you can have by a minus this one by a minus this one, and then you have the answer here is x minus b as our answer. So that's how you solve such a problem. That's how you simplify such. Yeah, and it's cheap in a way. Thank you.